Okay, service number 2 today, a pair of Vailant boilers, and a friend of mine came here and flushed this about a year and a half ago, I think it was, something like that, and he fitted these Eclipse magnetic dual flow filters, and I must say they're quite smart. Basically the water enters in one side of the unit, enters in one side of the unit, the other way around to the arrows on here, but never mind, enters in, passes down, and it passes down across this magnet through these bottom things. I actually think this has been fitted backwards actually, and the debris should be caught in the filter this side, but it appears that it comes into the bottom and this filter is stopping it from returning up the other side. And you can see here that all of these big chunky lumps from the system have been stuck onto the magnet as they come in, and they haven't passed on through, and we've got this light fluffy silt on the other side. I dare say more of the silt has gone through to the boiler, but the interesting thing for me is that I've often fished out these big scaly pieces from inside my Wiesmans, and I've always assumed that they were made in the inside the boiler. But look at this, same parts, same big lumps coming back actually from the system. This is going back to the return on the boiler, and it's after a low loss header. So this big low loss header has failed to settle out this chunky big lumps, have been collected by the filter and prevented from going into my Vailant boiler. And if they were going into a Wiesman, of course they'd go past the magnetic hoses and be collected in the hoses, and I'd have been able to remove them. But obviously in a Vailant, this could be a terminal issue, end of life of boiler. If they did make it past the rear hose on the Wiesman and got stuck in the heat exchanger, that would be cleanable, so the Wiesman would survive, or they might even get collected in the front hoses. The reason I always suspect it was made in the boiler in the Wiesmans is that it seems to collect mainly on the front hoses. I'm not quite sure where that is. Maybe it does both. Maybe the small particles that get through and past all the other systems, if they are in place, get cooked into the same scaly crap in the boiler. But anyway, this is the kind of scale that I'm contending with in my area. Very, very common. Very good reason not to fit a boiler that you can't clean, can't descale. And as we can see from this is not created by a stainless steel heat exchanger, as was one of my suspicions as well. I actually thought the stainless steel heat exchangers might be responsible for the process of turning this into these hard lumps. So I've got another one to do here. I'm not looking forward to this one because I don't really have any good access to these back nuts here, and but this size pipe, it's awkward to bring it out. They obviously swung this one out and brought it back in order to fit it in, but didn't do the same on this one. But anyway, I'll give it a go. Brilliant.